5 years ago, I was selling a house for somebody, and an agent brought in a buyer, and it took a little longer to go through the whole process of negotiation and stuff, and we ended up, when we got to the point to actually sign contracts, that agent was on a boating trip of some sort with her family for like a week, and she wasn't really answering the phone. Ultimately, the buyer, who's an attorney from New Jersey, I get a call. Andrew, I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I can't get a hold of my agent. And at the time, I was like, I didn't really know what to do. So I talked to my broker. I said, hey, what do I do? And the broker's like, well, I mean, the house, if the buyer wants to buy the house and the seller wants to sell the house, go ahead and help them get the contract done. I will reach out to the broker of this agent. Long story short is that the buyer called me back literally like 6 hours later and said, I'm firing my agent. I'm like, you can't really do that. Like, I mean, you can, but the reality is that your agent's still going to get paid and still going to whatever. And he's like, I don't care. I'll pay you extra, whatever. So long story short is we got the deal done. And this was like it was almost $1 million house, and this is years ago. So it was, $1 million back then was more than it is today. And that customer is still my customer today, right? So there's a lot of just really unfortunate and strange things that do happen in this business. So I guess the whole reason for that is make sure you're keeping up with what your agent is doing in marketing your house and in trying to sell your house, because it may not always be what you think it is.